Now, an NDTV special report on the land bill after parliamentary committee gave several recommendations for changes. NDTV has learned that the government has overruled some of those key suggestions like government involvement in the acquisition process. The new version of the bill will be tabled in the monsoon session.
The government will table the new version of the land bill in the monsoon session of Parliament. NDTV has accessed details of some key changes the government plans to bring about. The government plans to overrule a key recommendation by the parliamentary panel that said private players should acquire land directly. Now the government has expanded the ambit of public purpose under which it can acquire land. Those include production of goods or services for physical and social infrastructure and human development projects, which indicates land can be acquired for industrialization and urbanization. The government can also acquire land for projects based on public-private partnership if it's for building physical infrastructure like roads and bridges, social infrastructure like schools and hospitals, and human development projects like low-income housing. The parliamentary panel had suggested that land be bought in the open market for profit ventures, but the government and the National Advisory Council feel that could lead to large-scale cheating and the land mafia taking over. To determine compensation, the government plans to introduce a concept called sliding scale that will reflect the distance of the project from urban areas. While compensation for urban areas will be double the market rate, for rural areas it could be between 2 to 4 times the market price, and that will be decided by the states. But market rates will have to be determined before the process of acquisition begins. Compensation will be doubled for multiple displacements, and land not used has to be returned after 5 years, not 10 years as was the case earlier. Now, relief and rehabilitation will be linked to consumer price index, an inflationary indicator. The earlier bill had prescribed relief and rehabilitation thresholds of 150 acres in urban and rural areas. Now the centre has left it to the states to decide. Consent of Gram Sabhas will also have to be taken for projects like road, rail and power. Consultations may suffice, and Panchayat members have to be a part of social impact study which should be conducted in every case. Now, all these changes were arrived at after the Planning Commission and the Rural Development Minister held a series of meetings with the PMO and also with Rahul Gandhi. It seems the government is trying to come up with a law that seeks to balance the interest of farmers and industrialization and of course urbanization as well. But all these proposed changes are part of a draft cabinet note that will need the concurrence of all ministries concerned.
Do you have the NDTV Profit app? All the markets, all the news and your own homemade, ready-made portfolio available there for you.
We will right now answer what you should sell, what you should buy when markets are down.
Download at ndtvprofit.com/apps. Get the best app from the channel you trust.